Hello each and every one of you, welcome back to the channel. My name is Andy, coming to you under my SmackDown laying pseudonym of the Uncommentator. Now the more attentive amongst you will know that the pseudonym description that I use is a little bit of a clue as to what this game is going to be about, because we are going to play, finally, for the first time, a wrestling themed game. I say wrestling themed, it's not really, because we're going to be playing WWE Crush Hour. Now, the name of the video probably gave that away, but if you weren't paying much attention, I am going to confirm it now. We are going to be starting, this is the first episode in what's going to be a series, playing through WWE Crush Hour, completing the Championship mode, or whatever it is called. Now, the basic premise of this game is Vince McMahon has taken over, well, Vince McMahon's living his wet dream, basically. He's taken over all of television, and he's forcing the superstars to do various things, including cook things and be on an island, but also drive round in cars and try and shoot each other. So that's the basic premise of the game. Yeah, that's it basically. So that's what we're going to be doing. So anyone that's watched a lot of my videos will know I'm quite a big wrestling fan. So this is the first time, this is the first and maybe only wrestling game I'm actually going to play through. And despite the fact it's a wrestling game, or it's got wrestlers in it, there's no actual wrestling to be found, but we are sticking with the theme of small cars that fire projectiles, much like we've done South Park Rally. We've also done Rock and Roll Racing. So we're sticking with that theme in that sense, so to speak, if that made any sense whatsoever. Anyway, so let's get straight on with it. So we're going to go into the new season. So we're going to do that. We're going to check for the memory card, because that's what we have to do, unfortunately. I've got a silver PlayStation 2. Okay, so as you can see there, we've got a Chris Jericho game save with Crushed. We've also got a Brock Lesnar saved game that is Crushed. So those two are completed. I've also got this Big Show one that I'm on week 2. I'm going to save over this Big Show one because I did that earlier just as a test. That was just a practice run. I'm sure I want to overwrite it, yes. Now, even by my standards, this has already been a pretty long introduction, but I'm going to continue that theme. And keep this introduction going. So I'm just gonna. If you want to skip if you actually want to just see me try and play this game, you may want to skip the next 4 or 5 minutes or so, because I'm very quickly. I'm just going to go through the roster of superstars that is on the game. Now, I think this game came out. It was either late 2002 or early 2003. I can remember Raws from around early 2003, around the time Triple H and Booker T were getting into it, and Kevin Nash and Goldberg came into it, and etc. And that was sponsoring those shows. Was Chris Show. So that's roughly the time it came out. Anyway, let's go through the roster. Like I said, so we've got The Rock, Triple H, Kurt Angle, Chris Jericho, Booker T, Rob Van Dam, Rikishi, Big Show, Stacy Keibler, Matt Hardy, Jeff Hardy the other way around, Kevin Nash, Lita, Hollywood Hogan still about, Christian, Bradshaw, D'Lo Brown, Devon Dudley. I wish it was D'Lo Brown, but no, it's Devon Dudley. Sorry, something's popped up on my screen and it's distracting me. So I do apologise. So we'll get rid of that. I don't want to update my antivirus. Thank you very much. That was annoying. Anyway, move on. Yeah, Reverend Devon, I suppose, rather than Devon Dudley. I should have said. I certainly shouldn't have said D'Lo Brown. Anyway, we know that one. Ric Flair, Stephanie McMahon, because of course she's on the game. Test. Bubba Ray Dudley, Chuck, Billy, William Regal, well, not mentioned, he who can't be mentioned, Edge, Trish Stratus, Kane, and The Undertaker, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and Brock Lesnar. So that's the entire roster. Now, a lot of these characters, or well, maybe not a lot, but some of these characters require unlocking. Obviously, I've unlocked all of them, hence why I've got the full roster. I'll talk about the unlockings, though, when I actually get into the game. So you may have noticed, well, Brock Lesnar in particular, some of the superstars have belts around their waist. So Brock Lesnar, you can see there, has the old WWE Championship. It was the Undisputed Championship when Triple H unified the belts. I think it was either him or Hogan that wore it first. Anyway, it was the belt Brock Lesnar won at SummerSlam 2002. Also, you can see there the Rock's also got that belt, and I'm not quite sure why. And then if we go to Chris Jericho, and this is why I've got those games saved. Chris Jericho, you can see there with the old, what was the WCW title, and then became the World Heavyweight Championship eventually. So basically what that signifies is if you complete the championship mode with with a Raw superstar, they then are there with that belt. If you do it with a SmackDown superstar, they are there with the undisputed belt. I'm not quite sure whether Rock and Lesnar have got it, but anyway, that's by the by. So the reason I'm mentioning this is what we're going to do on this playthrough is we're going to try and unlock the third belt that is on this game, and that is the Women's Championship. So to do that, we need to pick a woman, believe it or not. I know that's hard to believe. So we've got Stacy Keibler, we've got Lita, and we've got Trish Stratus. We've also got Stephanie McMahon. We're not going to pick Stephanie McMahon. We've also got Trish Stratus. So I'm actually going to pick Lita for this because Lita is an unlockable character. Now, I was never a big Lita. I never have and never will be a big Lita fan. I don't quite know why. I didn't quite get the. I kind of got the hype because obviously she was doing moonsaults when basically at a time when women were just kind of, shaking their, thrusting their mammary glands about basically. And she was doing moonsaults, so that was kind of cool, I guess. But yeah, I was never a big Lita fan. But despite that, I'm going to pick her here. Now, Lita is an unlockable character. And you unlock her by winning the season mode with Matt Hardy. So I don't quite know why Matt Hardy isn't going to belt. That's why I don't. Anyway, move on. Let's get on with it because even by my standards, this is taking way too long. So yeah, we're going to pick Lita and we're going to try and unlock the Women's Championship. So the first objective is a Raw. Now, on this game, there's different levels, different match types as well, so it's not just trying to blow each other up. So this is Raw, so for this one, we just need to be the first to get so many kills, basically. And there we go, that video is indicative of what wrestling was at the time. I do like it how this, obviously he's sadly passed away since as well, but I do like it how Fink introduces the wrestlers and actually gives them, gives their car-specific names. So let's see who we're up against. William Regal. I don't remember seeing. I know he's on the game, but did I say William Regal on the when I was going through all the characters? I must have done. So we're up against William Regal. So this is an intergender match. Okay, and we're up against either Billy or Chuck. Let's see which one it is. And it's Chuck. Chuck, one half of a overly effeminate, well, not overly effeminate, but an effeminate tag team. Before a certain other Chuck was part of a tag team called Best Friends, of course. Tag team I actually quite like. Right, so yeah, as I said, there's different game modes. Anyway, we're not talking about AEW, we're talking about WWE Crush Hour. Now, as I said, that's annoying. Not as annoying as that, though. Now, as I said, there's different game modes that we have to do. Now, this one we have to get 10 kills. And we're not on a great start. And, why has he constantly got... Why has he constantly got a good weapon? Anyway, let's get some health. Yeah, one thing I didn't mention on the introduction, because I was taking far too long. Each car has different... I don't know if you noticed, but each car has its own stats. So, unfortunately, and I'm not being sexist here, I don't like being women on this game, because... I prefer... Basically, there's 4 stats. There's handling, speed, attack and defence. Now, I prefer cars with good attack and defence. And I'd sacrifice speed and handling for attack and defence. And unfortunately, women have better handling and speed stats than it. Why is he going? Why is she going on the side? Thanks for that. Yeah, unfortunately, women don't have very good attack and defence stats. So it takes longer. So for races like this where you need to get kills, it takes far longer, and also you're more susceptible to damage. So, but having said that, we'll give it our best shot. I do like so I like the Big Show in this game, for example. What the hell's going on? Oh, he's got invincibility. Brilliant. So I wasted that. That was fantastic. I'm going to get blown up again in a second. I just hope it's Chuck that blows me up rather than Regal. No, it isn't. Okay. We'll be Chuck this time because Regal's in front of me. And there we go. So yeah, no kills so far, but we can still do it. It's first to 10, so we've got a decent chance. There we go. Okay. Now, I think if you die, I think you get blown up, and it's not by... that's BS. I think if you get blown up and it's not because somebody shoots you, I think you get, I think you lose one of your kills. So those circular saws in the middle there, if you run over those, basically, then I think you lose your kill. Regal's starting to get on my nerves a little bit in his Lady Penelope car. Oh, there we go. Right, we're staying in it. 2 kills. Unfortunately, I'm wasting my... Well, not wasting. I'm using my turbos up. Yeah, this game, generally considered one of the worst games of all time. Not just the worst wrestling game, but it's not really a wrestling game, is it? This is just a typical WWE, you know, stick a WWE logo on something and idiots like me will buy it. Yeah, this game, I think, generally considered one of the worst games of all time. Certainly one of the worst wrestling games. And just generally a bad game. But despite the fact it's generally considered a bad game, I always quite liked it. And not like in an ironic way. You know, where you just say you like things to be different, not to be cool. I don't think I've ever been described as cool. But yeah, I did genuinely like this game, which is why I played through it as much as I have to unlock all the characters that are available to us. Right, Regal, you're starting to get on my wick. You probably just drive through people. If we blow you up like that, okay. I'm gonna try and get some health. 6 turbos, which is good. I've nearly got a special. If you get a special, I think as long as it hits, you get a kill basically. As long as you don't miss. I do think barging into people is actually quicker than. No, I don't get the health. I do think barging into people is actually quicker than shooting them. Especially when you're a woman and your attack's weak. Which it is. It's not me being sexist, as I said. It's just a fact. Oh, there we go. Right, so up to 4. Let's get the turbo back. I think I need to pick on Regal a bit. He seems really elusive, which is annoying. Yeah, there we go. That's the sort of thing that gets on my nerves. When you nearly kill them and then they get out your line of. You nearly kill them and they somehow get out of line. Right, we've got a special, so we're done without him getting that. Get some health. We're getting double teamed. I was going to say something a little bit dodgy then, but we don't do that. This is a family show. Okay, they're all just somehow pick on get a double team going in my favour. Oh, there we go. Caught my finisher there, which was a little bit annoying because they're nearly dead. Alright, we can keep hammering away at Chuck. Oh, we're going to get the health, but it doesn't matter. Not in a bad little position here. Ooh, the twisty rockets. I do like the commentary as well. So we got the Fink introductions, and we got the commentary, and somebody's running in now, and I don't know who it is. Is it Miss Keebler? Is it the ex-Mrs. Clooney? Not quite sure what she's doing. Probably coming after me. That's what they tend to do. Right, 7. So we need 3 kills. Now, when I did it, interestingly, yeah, she's coming after me. Interestingly, when I this is nonsense. Interestingly, when I did this earlier with the Big Show, the round 1. That's annoying. The please go away, Stacey, because you're just kind of spoiling it. There we go. There she goes. There she goes. Oh, press the wrong button there. Yeah. So, interestingly, when I did this earlier, I will finish this story. When I was the Big Show, just doing a little practice. This round 1. I only needed. I only needed 5 kills. For some reason now I'm lead 2. I need 10. So again, that's more discrimination and sexism, is it? But joking aside, I don't quite know why it's different. I've got 8 kills, so we just need 2 more. See, Regal is starting to get a virtual reality boobies, I have to say. But oh well. He really doesn't like me, does he? Ooh, did I get that one? Why am I pressing square? I don't quite know. Okay. Where's my car key on its side as well? Don't know that one. Right, so we've got 1 kill left to go. And we're good. And just knocked him into the turbo that I wanted. Keep getting the health. And kill Chuck Palumbo. Please? No. The Brit got it. He's killed me again. He's a bit slippery, Regal. One thing that is really irritating me, apart from I'm already getting irritated. I'm on level 1. I'm on round 1. I'm already irritated. Well, the car keeps going on its side. I don't quite know why that's happening. That's one thing that's irritating me. The other thing that's irritating me is whenever Regal's nearly dead, he then just somehow manages to get out of the line of fire. And yeah, not quite how he does it. I need 1 more kill. Come on. Where is he? See, where is he? He's nearly dead, and then he's like... There we go. Yeah, he's nearly dead, and then he somehow just seems to disappear when he gets into red. But anyway, we got the win. Took a bit longer than it could have done. So again, we get the Fink introduces. Well, I say introduces. The Fink does his announcing gig and proclaims as the winner. And that was the first level of the championship mode of WWE Crush Hour. So we've got, I think it's about 14 levels that we need to go. So we'll crack on with that. I think we can skip that now. Yep. So that's. I'm going to do this as a one match per episode, basically. So that's the end of the first episode. So hopefully you enjoyed that. It was a bit of an interesting start. I realised I rattled on quite a lot and didn't really tell you anything, so I do apologise. I'll try and be a bit more informative as the season moves on. If you enjoyed that video though and you want to give it a like or a share, feel free to do that. Also, if you head over to the channel, The Uncommentator, you will find plenty of other games that I have played through. More classics, more forgotten gems like this one. But join me next time. We're going to be moving on to episode 2 of the series. I think it's Hell in a Cell. I may be wrong on that one. Don't get too excited. It's not what it sounds like. But until we get to that point, for now,